What is up, gentlemen? Welcome back to this new tutorial series. So now we're going to be designing our checkout template. So previously we created this archive page where we combine all the products that we created over here using our custom post type. So now it's time to create this checkout page so that you can be able to buy these products. So this is a tutorial series on how to create an e-commerce plugin in WordPress. So if you are interested, join me and let's get down to it. Okay, so I'm gonna jump into my index.php file, this one. So basically this file is where you created your plugin. You can see the plugin name over here and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna scroll all the way down and I'm gonna start by adding a function. So first let's add a comment. So let's call this one the checkout template, like this. But before doing that, let me show you something. So over here you can see that I got this folder over here called template. So it's got so far, it's got the archive and it's got the product. So this template is inside the plugin folder. So what I'd like to do is to add the checkout template. So I'm going to right click over here and let's add a new file. And let's call it, hit Control S first to save it. We must save it first. So let's call it template-checkout.php. And over here, let me add something. So let's call this is our checkout page or checkout template. So let's do a save over here. I'm gonna just remove it for now and let's focus on our index. So first thing what I'd like to do is to just make a function. So let's create a function over here and let's call it, for example, template-checkout, just like this one, except this condition, we're gonna be changing that condition. So let's open the brackets like this and let's go down and I'm gonna be doing a condition. So if there is a page, if we need to check if there is a page. But before doing that, I would like to make sure that we got that page, which is the checkout page. I'm gonna go to all pages over here and let's see, as you can see, we got it. We got our checkout page. So also I want to make sure that you are following here. So previously we learned how to create pages automatically on plugin activation. So down below you will find that tutorial on how to create these pages. Okay, so functions template checkout. So if we're gonna be checking is page, so is dash page. So this function is gonna check if there is a page called checkout, but let's put it inside the quotation marks, checkout. So if we are on this page, do the following, which is to return this file, this checkout file. So return plugin dir path, and first let's put the file. Yeah, make sure that you have double dash over here, not just one, file uppercase. So point and let's open the quotation marks. So what do we got so far? So this plugin dir path gonna put us on this link, e-commerce plugin. So we need to add templates. So templates like this and slash and template dash checkout. Oops, can't type today. Checkout. So point php. Okay, so let's close that with the semicolon and I'm gonna scroll way down and let's add return template. But also we gotta I'm just following the same example that we're doing over here, except this condition. So previously we checked if it's an archive, now we're gonna be checking if it's a page. So template, I'm gonna just copy this template and put it inside the parameter of our function. Also over here we must close that, and also down below we must execute this function. So add filter hook, add action, not action but filter. So over here let's add the first one is template include, template dash include, and in the second parameter we always put the name of the function that we want to execute. In our case, this one, so template dash checkout. Okay, save. Also let's close this one, save. Let's do a save over here. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my pages over here and let's do an update or refresh, not an update, and let's check our checkout. Yeah, excellent. So this is our checkout page. So from here you can see that where is it? Yeah, can add something to and it's gonna be changed. So basically this template is working. So from now we have the green light to proceed and build our checkout page. Okay, so let's get to work. So basically this is the final objective that we want to achieve. I would like to use it as a reference. So I'm gonna jump into the paint and I'm gonna start painting some, drawing some stuff. So the first thing that I'd like to set is this width. You can see over here that we have some space on the left side and also on the right side. So basically we have this width like this. So we need to follow that. The first thing I would like to do is to follow this one. So for example, we can give it, so let's say that from here to here we have 100%. So this one we can give it, for example, 85. Can't draw, excuse my drawing, I'm just using a mouse. So we can give it 85 over here and put it on the center. So let's do that. And also we can put cart, we can add cart. cart over here to make it obvious. All right, so let's get to work. So this is our checkout template. I'm gonna just remove it and start with an HTML tag. HTML like this. I'm gonna jump into the body. I'm gonna start with a div. So basically this div over here, we need to give it a class of 85, or you know what, let's proceed with 75. So call dash 75. And also let me show you this CSS rule. I'm gonna jump into my CSS over here, custom CSS, and you can see it over here, this column 75, meaning that the width is 75. All right, so over here, let's put something inside it. Let's put cart. Also, we must put it inside P so that we can address it using CSS class. So let's put over here a cart. Excellent. So let's do refresh over here and let's see what we got. So you can see we have that cart, but the problem is it's not centered. So if we check over here the inspect element, so over here you can see that's 75. Let me check it. Actually, it's not affecting anything. Yes, the reason why it's not working, this CSS is not working, is because we didn't include it. So we must include it on the top. So let me show you that function. So I'm gonna use the PHP tag again on the top, and inside it, let's use the webpage head. Webpage head. So later on, we're gonna be using the header instead of the webpage head for now, because we don't have any navigation bar for now. And I'm gonna just proceed with this one, the webpage head. So basically, this command, PHP command, is gonna give us all the scripts that we have over here. So we already created those scripts, so now we're just including them, that CSS script. So let's save and get back over here to refresh. And now if we check this 75, you can see that space over here, the difference between the blue color and the yellow color, the orange color, you can see that. But now what we need to do is to put it on the center. This blue margin over here, I'd like to put it on the center. So for that, I'm going to be adding the MA. So basically the MA is the margin auto. I'd like to show you that CSS command, this one over here. So you can see that the MA means margin auto. I'm just keeping it to be easily understood. All right, so let's get back over here to refresh, and it's going to be on the center. All right, so what's next? Let me check my goal, my end result. So we got over here this one. So we got cart. Yes, we add the cart. So down below we have this one, but before that I would like to add the background color, just like this. So let's add some background color. For now, I'm gonna just proceed with the BJ red. So let me show you that background color. Yeah, this one, we have the red. So as you can see, I'm writing my own library so that I can easily understand it. So feel free to choose any naming that you want, but I found that this one looks good. So BJ stands for background red. All right, so let's do refresh over here and let's see. So we got that, but as you can see, it's not applied to everything. So basically what we want is to apply it to the entire div. So for that, what we need to do is let's get back over here. So we need to include this one inside a div, another div. I'm gonna just put this one, copy it and put it inside that div. All right. So basically for this new div over here, the one that contains everything, we're gonna be giving it a width of 100%. I think it's gonna be set automatically, but let's just check over here. And also for the color, the background color, let's give it this red. Okay, so I'm gonna just paste over here, and there is no need to have this background color over here because we already set it to the div that contains everything. So let's do refresh over here to see, and now it's working like magic. Excellent. So what we need to do right now, also let's increase the size of these fonts. They are very tiny, so for that, let's I'm gonna put it on the body. Yeah, let's put it on the body. So FS font size double dash 2.5. Also let me show you that CSS command. This one, the font sizes. So FS 2.5 font size 2.5 RAM. All right, so let's do refresh. Excellent, it's working. Also we must add some padding on the bottom and also on the top. You can see that. So on the top we have some space, some padding on the top. So let's do that. So again, I'm gonna be using these functions over here, the padding top, like this one. I'm gonna proceed with the padding top tree. Just copy it from here and let's paste it not on the body but over here on this div. Yeah, so let's do refresh. Excellent, it's working. Also on the bottom, let's add some space on the bottom. So one, I think it's gonna be fine. So one on the bottom, just paste that, and one, I think I already got that's one. Okay, padding top, but basically we need to make it padding bottom, not top. So let's just change that T top to B, meaning bottom. All right, so let's check. But why it's bigger? Yeah, it looks huge. Let me do a refresh over here to see what's going on. So we got padding top. Can check it from here. Remove this one. What about 0.5, 0.5? Yeah, that's weird. Sometimes it's weird, but that's fine. No problem. We can keep it like this at the center. It looks fine. We can change it later on. So now let's get back and work on this one. So we have this section over here. We have two things. We have this paragraph, and also we have this button on the left side. So we can add it also over here. So we got a first container like this. Okay, and inside it we have two things. First we have some text, and we have some button over here. So for that, what I would like to do is to divide this one like this from here for the width, and over here let's give it, considering that this one is 100%, this div we're going to be giving it 100% width, and over here let's give it, for example, 25, and this one let's give it 75. Alright, so this 75 is the new 100% for this new div. I hope I'm clear in this one because it's kind of confusing. You know what, let's just not do that. Alright, so let's create another div. Alright, so basically it must be down below. I'm gonna jump over here because I don't want to have this background color. So another div like this, get down, and yeah, let's go with div. All divs, but that's fine. So first, as you can see, we have a paragraph. Now let's just put a paragraph be like this, and I think it's items in your cart, 2 points, and down below we need the button. So button, I think it's add or continue what? Continue shopping like this. All right, so let's check what we got. All right, we got it like this, but as you can see, we need to apply that. We need to do two things. First, we need to give it some space over here, and the second thing, we need to put it in one row, just like this. You can see that these two items are in one row. So for that, we're going to be using the flex, the display flex. Let me show you that. So over here, class, let's make it flex. So let me show you that CSS command, the flex, can write it over here, flex. You can see that flex means display flex, as simple as it gets. Alright, so let's do refresh over here to see how it's work. Excellent, so now as you can see, we got them both in one row. So now we need to put them over here. Add some space over here and space on the bottom, on the right side, not on the bottom. So for that, let me get back over here and let's see what we can do. So for this div, I think, yeah, basically we need to include another div inside that's gonna contain both of these. Alright, I'm gonna just remove it from here. And inside this one, let's give it a class of 75, call-75. So basically, this div over here is gonna take 100%, again, 100% of the 7, not like that, I think, but that's fine, no worries. So basically, again, we're giving it a 75. Let's do refresh over here to see. Also inspect elements, just see that. Yep, we got it. You can see that. But also we must add the flex again. Flex, because it's not working anymore over here. Okay, so refresh. Yep, it's working. But also let's make it on the center. You can see that orange, that blue space. You can just add over here the MA, and it's gonna be put in the center like this. But also now let's work on the inside. So for this one, I would like to give it 75%, and the button I would like to just give it 25, which is over here. Alright, so let's do that. So let's start with the div again, and I think this one over here, the outside div, we don't need it. Just remove it, and over here shift tab to get one step back. Alright, so inside this div I'm going to be putting this paragraph. Just remove it from here, and let's give it a class call-75 dash. Alright, and over here also let's create another div to put our button, and we're going to be giving it a width of 25, class call-25. Also, let me show you those commands. I think it's obvious by now, but I'm just making sure that you're not confused. So the 75 is with 75%, 25 we got it over here. So we must you must be able to write these because each one's gonna work by default. Okay, so let's do save, get back, do refresh. Now it's working perfectly. Also this one I'm not sure if it's in the center. So let's add both over here the MA. Alright, do refresh. Yes, we got it. Now this one is not in the center. I can see that it's to the left side. So let's add center class. So let me show you that command again. We can write it over here, center. So over here, what we're doing the text align center and justify content to the center. These two commands. Okay, so refresh, perfect. We got it to the center. Also over here, what I'd like to do is to add some space on the top over here. You can see that we got some space. So we can add some breaks. I think break's gonna be fine. I think, yeah, let's add some break over here. An easy way to do it. So we got some space over there. But also for this div, let's give it again that background color red. So just copy it, paste it over here. Let's check. Yep, we got it. We got it working. Excellent. So we need to add these two divs there for all our products and another one over here. So I'm gonna just follow the same example. So this one 25, this one 75. I'm gonna just follow the same example over here. So let me get back, create a new div like this, get back, and what do we got? So first one, we got this one. So considering that this div is 100%, so let's create this one. Let's give it a class of call-75. Okay, inside it we can say products. And for the second div, we can call it total. And let's give it a class of only -25. Alright, so let me do a refresh over here to see how it's turned out. Nope, it's not working as intended. Let me check what we got. It's not working at all. 75. Yeah, over here we must add the class. Oops. So we can add a class. No need. So you can add it over here, class, which is flex, again, to put those on one single line. So refresh. Yep, we got it. But also I'd like to do put it on the center. Yep, this one we must give it 75. So call-75, and also we must put it on the center. Alright, so let's do refresh. We got it. What about these? This one is not in the center. So let's add the MA and let's see. Nope, it's not working. What about adding the center over here? Yep, it's working now. Okay, so let's add just center class. And also over here, I'd like to add some breaks. Another break over here. Let's get back to refresh. We got it. So also over here, let me add the background color for this total section. So where is it? The total section. This one, I'm gonna give it a background color, BJ of red. Right. Okay, it's working. And let's change those titles. So I think we got items in your cart. Nope, your cart summary. Yes, your cart summary. So let's start with the P paragraph. Your cart summary. Okay, 2 points. And down below what we got. So for that, as you can see, we got these two elements in one single line. So for that, we're going to be creating a div, making it flex, and inside it, going to be putting these two elements. So let's do that. So div over here. Let's make it class flex, and inside over here, we're gonna start with the first paragraph. Let's make it total, and in the second one, we're gonna be putting the price. So P, just random price. Okay, so let's, oops, not to refresh over here. Your cart summary, total, yeah, it's working just fine. But also over here, I would like to make some space between those. But best way again to do it is to use the width. So let's give this one 50-50, divided from the half. All right, div over here. Class of 50% dash call dash 50%. Inside it, let's put the total. And for the second one, I can just copy this div, paste it over here, and inside it, let's put the amount, the real amount, like this. Okay, I'm gonna just remove these, save, and let's get back to refresh. Let's see what we got. Nope, it's not working as intended. Let me check if we got that class or not. The 50% width. Actually, we don't have it. So let's add it over here. 30, 40, 50. Gonna just copy this one, paste it over here. So as you can see, I'm keep updating my library each time I need a new line or a new command. So just update your library. Alright, so let's give it a 50 over here, do refresh. It must be working right now. As you can see, everything is well aligned. Also, we can add the margin auto to make them in the center. Because once we reduce the font size, you can see it's massive over here. So one's going to be having that alignment. So you can add the MA and again the MA. Save. You can also do this. Duplicate this tab to see the difference. I don't think we have much difference over there. That's fine. Let's just continue. What we got next? So we got this input field and we got this button in one line. So let's add that. Gonna jump back into my code and let's add the input. So input over here, input. And for the type of it, basically we need a text. It's a text. As you can see, it's a text over here. The coupon code is a text. Okay, so we can write over here a text. And let's do refresh. So we got it over here, but as you can see, it's still linked, parented to this div that has this flex command. So we need to put it outside that. So this one over here, you can see it's flex. So I'm gonna just copy it, and I'm gonna just get down over here and paste it like this. Okay, so let's do refresh. This must be outside. Excellent. Also, as you can see, we need to trim it a little bit. I don't want it to be taking all the space of this div. You can see it's about 85 to 90 or even lower. Okay, so let's give it again, create a div to contain it. Alright, so let's put that input inside it. Okay, just remove this one. Class of what? Of call-75 again. And let's add the MA to put it on the center, because without that, check this out. Tone's gonna be, Tone's gonna be to the center, but with the MA, margin auto again, it's gonna be put to the center. Alright, excellent. So what we got next? We got this text. Can just copy it, and we can paste it down below. So P over here, if you are having troubles with the checkout process or so on. Okay, do refresh, we got it, excellent. But also I'd like to reduce the font size of these. I don't like that. Yep, we can do something. Products. Yeah, this div over here, let's give it a font size. So this one's gonna be overwriting the entire div. So let's give it just 1.5. See if we got that font size. 1.5, yeah, we got it. Okay, so let's do refresh. Better, even better. Alright, so what to do right now? As you can see, we forgot to add that button over here, which is the apply. So let's add it. So where is our input field? This one over here. So inside it, I'm going to be adding again a button. Or you know what? I'm going to just go with anchor. So href, I'm going to just put a hashtag for now. And let's make apply. Let's call it apply. Alright, so let's see, it's down below, so we need to put it on one line. So over here I'm going to be adding the flex. Alright, do refresh. Excellent, we got it. But as you can see, we need to make it like a button. So for that I would like to add some background color to this button. So let's add, we can add it over here, but I prefer to add it to the entire div. So bj, let's make it yellow. Let me check if I got that or not. Background color, yellow. Yes, I got it. It takes this background color. Alright, so let's save, do refresh. Perfect, we got it, you can see that. So also, we must not forget to add these border radius. We're going to be adding them later on. Also, I can see that we have some shadow in the back. Gonna be doing that also. So let me add this checkout, this button over here. So later on, we're going to be replacing it with PayPal. For now, let's just go with just a simple button. So button, and let's call it PayPal. Let me check. Checkout with PayPal. Yeah, we can add that. Checkout with PayPal. No space on the front. Alright, so let's do refresh. We got it over here. And I think the last thing that we got is this image. Alright, so now I'm going to be uploading these images. We got over here this image, the secure checkout, and also I'm going to be uploading these images to put them over here. So I got them over here. You will be finding them in the description down below. So I'm going to just go over here and upload them. So this is our WordPress template. I'm going to go to media, library, add new, and I'm going to drag and drop everything over here. So select all of these and drag them over there on the top. Okay. And there we go, so we got them. I already did this one, so I'm going to just remove it, delete permanently, There's no need to have a duplicate. All right, so over here we can for example click on this one and copy this link, copy URL of this one, and we can go back over here and paste it down below. But before pasting it, we need to put it inside an image. So image, inside the source of the image, we're going to be putting the link of that. So save and get back over here to refresh, and we must see that image. Excellent. So now let's work on the spacing. So I'd like to add some breaks over here and also on the bottom of our PayPal button. So let's do that. So over here, let's add double break, just double breaks, copy double times, copy and paste double times like this. Let's check. Perfect. Also over here, if you have this trouble, if you're having trouble with that, so let's add double breaks over here. Perfect. So now we got it. It looks similar to our example over here. All right, so let's proceed. So I'm gonna start putting, or before creating our products, let's make it, let's add some border radius over here. Just like this one, I can see that there was border radius, and add some shadow to the back of these buttons. So let's work on that. So I'm gonna so this is the entire div that contains everything. Your cart summary. Let me check so that we can understand where to put that. We can also do something. We can go over here, inspect elements. You can select this div over here and add the BR, border radius. But it's not working. Let me check why it's not working. So yeah, BR 0.5. So we must add this one. So border radius 0.5 rem. So I'm gonna just copy this one, and we can go over here. Let me check over here. So this div over here, yeah, let me find it. So that's why we need to keep adding comments so that we won't gonna be confused like this. But that's fine for now. I'm gonna just paste it over here and see where it's gonna be. Nope, we're not able to see it. What about over here? Class total price. Let's add it over here to refresh. Yep, I can see that's border radius. Excellent. Also, let's add it to the top div, not to this one, but to this one, I think, this div. Okay, do refresh. Excellent, we got it also over here. Perfect. So now we added those border radius. So now it's time to add some, also we must do it to this one. Okay, what is apply? This div over here, let's add some border radius. To refresh. Basically we got it. Also for this button, I would like to put it on the center. Let me check how can we do that. So the href, we can put it inside the div. Put it inside the div like this, and we can add to it the class of MA, margin auto. To refresh, perfect, it's aligned. But I'm pretty concerned with this one. I don't like it. I want to put it on the center. Not on the center, but just align it in this div. I don't want to keep it at the top. So let's see what's working, what's gonna work with that. Items in your cart. This one, items in your cart, MA. Alright, nope, it's not working. So I think in this case we can just go with the margin top, M top -1, margin top. Actually, we don't have the margin top. MT, point MT. Yes, we got it, but it's set to 2. We can adjust 1. Margin top 1. Let's make it equal to 1. Okay, so let's refresh. I think I can't see it. Let's inspect element over here. Margin top -1. What about 2? Or 0? Let's make it 0. I'm actually not seeing any change over there. Yep, no change. Margin top. Actually, we need to make it padding top, not margin top. The margin top is gonna add from here. The padding top is gonna add inside the div. So let's make it padding top. Padding top 1. This one. Just copy it and paste it over here. instead of margin top, I'm gonna be adding the, yeah, now you can see that we have some space. Also, I'd like to do the same thing on the left side. So margin left, let me see if we got the margin left. Padding left, again, I made a mistake in spelling that. So the margin left, it must be, let's add it over here. 1 is fine. To refresh, yes. I just don't want to be, I don't want this this item over here to be stick to this line. Yeah, basically you got the idea. All right, so let's continue. So what's next right now? I think we must start. Yeah, let me do the corrections on these colors and also on these fonts before creating the products, of course. So let's change this red, this red sucks. I want to change it. So over here on the backgrounds, I created some cool background. This one, the blue main background. So it's linear gradient, 0.25 turn, and I got these color over here. So 36 3As and this other color. So I'm gonna just copy this one. Background color blue main. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna replace it with the BJ red, like this. Whenever I find the BJ red, I'm gonna be replacing it with this main blue color, like this. Okay, so let's do refresh, see what we got. Excellent, it looks pretty much good. But also I think I made a mistake in that. Yes, it's faded on the bottom. I would like to add this color on the other side. Yep, this one. So we can inspect element, we can get it from here. So I'm gonna just copy this one. All right, now I think it's gonna be fine. So refresh, not over here, but over here. Yep, now it's working. So we got the same effect. So also for the colors, as you can see, we got it over here dark. So we need to make it white so that it can be obvious. So let's work on that. So see white, you can see that. I'm gonna be using the CSS rule, which is color white smoke. So let's go first to the cart. Over here you can add the see white to make it white. So refresh, perfect. Also for the font size, I think this one, let's just make it smaller. Font size of 1.5 is fine. First, let's add some space on the top of that. Your cart summary. Your cart summary. On the top of it, I'm gonna be adding double breaks. Double break. All right, so let's save. Get back to refresh. I think one break is gonna be fine. Just one break. Give me a break. Yeah, okay, gotcha. So what's next? For this yellow color, I'd like to change it. You can see over here that we have this orange, nice color. So for that, I'm gonna be showing you that I already created that color, the yellow number 2. So just copy this color, CC8E5B. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is to work on this button over here. You can see it's on hover, it changed its background color to a different color. So let's do that. I'm gonna jump back into my code over here, and this is my continue shopping button. But instead of using a button, I'm gonna be using an anchor over here to have full control over the background color and everything. So let's add an A over here and let's call it href. Let's keep it the href just hashtag, and inside it let's put that continue shopping title like this. And inside it over here, I'm going to be adding a class. Class like this. Let's make it equal to btn. So btn is a button dash cs, or just make it lowercase. CS means continue shopping. So I'm gonna just copy this one, and I'm gonna go back into my CSS code. And since we're gonna be using a custom code, I'm gonna just put it on the top. So like this point, and let's add the following. So first, let's just save, do refresh to see what we got. So we're gonna be having just a title. Also, I must remove it from here, of this button like this. Save, do refresh. Okay, we got it. So I'm gonna start first by adding some background color. So background color. So we got over here this color. We can just copy that color that we're using. I think it's the same from the background. So let's do that. So over here, let's get back. First one's gonna be the background color of that is, let's just go with blue. Gonna be changing that later on. And also for the width. So padding. Let's left. Let's start with the left side. Left. Let's make it 1 rem. All right. So let's check. Let's check that. Yep, we got some spacing over here, but let's give it, for example, 3 instead. 3 rems. Right. For the left side, for the right side instead, padding left. Let's make it also to rear rem. Let me check. Padding right instead. Okay. Let's check. Yes, we got it. But I think there is a better way to do this. So instead of keep doing it right, left, top, bottom, I think we can do the following, which is padding. I'm just testing, I'm not sure about this one. So we can, for example, add to rear rem. Add it 4 times. To rear rem. So let's check if it's going to be working or not. Yep, it's working. I believe this one is the left side, top side, bottom side, right side. Let me check that to see what we're affecting. Actually, yeah, it's kind of true, but the opposite. So let's make the other ones. This one, let's keep them at 3. And this one, let's make it 1. 3 and 1. Okay, save. Do refresh. Perfect, it's working. Let me add the border radius again. Can add it over here, border radius. Let's make it 5 rem. Let's close that, do refresh. I think that's too much. What about just 2 rem? No, that's too much. So 0.5. Yep, now it's fine. Okay, continue shopping. That button is a little bit bigger than this one, but that's fine. Alright, so let's give it the same color, the background color of this one. Alright, so let's search for that. Can just get back to my background color over here in my CSS. So BJ, background color, which is main blue. Gonna just copy the middle one, or I think this one, yeah. This one. Nope, actually the middle one. Yes, we need the middle one. So I'm gonna just copy this one, get back over here, get to the top, and let's change this one to this color. So let's do refresh. Perfect, we got it. Also, let's add some background color. Not background color, but let's add some shadow on the bottom. So again, let's add box shadow. Also, let's make sure, I'm gonna check that box shadow over here, the settings of it. Yep, it's like this. I'm gonna just copy this one. So we got the dimensions, and at the end we got the color of that box shadow, like this. Okay. Also, I'd like to make it, let's see our reference. I think that's fine. Gray is fine. Yeah. Let's save. Do refresh. Yes, we got it. But something doesn't look fine, I think, because of the color. So color, let's make it white. White smoke is fine. Yeah. Okay, so now it's gonna be, yep, now it's working. Okay, so now what I'd like to do is to work on the hover. When we hover on it, I want to change the background color. So for that, let's do something really quick. So this is how you can do it. So btn CSS, double 2 points, and we'll write hover like this. And for that background color, let's make it red. Okay, get back, do refresh. Actually, over here, it's just CS, not CSS. Yeah. Let's get back to refresh. Okay, so I did the refresh over here. As you can see, it's on the spot. I would like to give it some timing, or give it that fading effect. So in order to add that fading effect, I'm going to be adding the transition. Let me show you that. So over here on the button CS, so let's add transition. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 0.5s, the timing that we want to fade in, and second the type of it, which is ease. So let's do refresh and let's see if we got it or not. Basically over here, yeah, now we got it. You can see that fading effect. Okay, that's fine. Also, I want to change on the hover. I would like to keep it white. So color over here, let's keep it white smoke. I don't want to have any change on the color. All right, we got it. Also now, so now for the color, I'd like to yellow color. Yeah, let's search for the yellow. Red, let's replace it with that nice yellow color. All right, let's do refresh. Yep, we got it. So now let's work on the fonts before jumping into the products. So let's work on the fonts. So for the fonts, I'm gonna just copy the quicksand. I want to start with the Anthem font. So we're gonna just copy it from Google Fonts, copy that URL and paste it over there. So this is the font that we're using over here. You can see that. So I'm gonna just select this style, and I'm gonna copy this link link over here. I'm gonna go paste it in the top of our template in the head. So over here, jump back, paste it over here. And the second thing that I would like to do is to include it. So over here, make sure, let me show you that CSS command. You can see that font family Anton. I already did that for the quicksand I see. So I'm gonna just copy it over here. You can add a point. Yeah, there we go for the quicksand. So point ff double dash Anton. Let's open the square brackets and let's paste that. So the Anton. Okay, so for this entire div, let's paste it over here. Also over here, I did a quick change to the background color. I'd like to make it more brighter because this is what we have in our reference. It's kind of different from what we said so far. Okay, so now let's work on the products. Let's add these products. So what do we got? So over here we got in this canvas over here we got 4 elements. We have the image, we have the title, we have this remove button, and also we have the price. So I'm gonna jump to the paint and let's find a good way to divide that. So for example, here over here we got these transaction details. So over here we got the products. So let's add those. So over here we have the image and we got the title. It's taking a big portion of this canvas, and also over here we got this button and we have the price. So let's find an equal way to divide everything between those. So for example, this one let's give it 20 and this one let's give it 50. Let's see if it's gonna be compute or not. So how much do we have left? We have 30. So we can give this one 15 and this one 15. Alright, so let's jump back into the code over here. So let me search for products. I think I created it before. Yeah, products over here. So let's start make first div. This one let's make it image. Let's call it image. Second div, let's call it title. And for the third div, gonna be making it remove button, remove. And for the last div over here, let's add the price. So let's make it 300 or 299.95. Okay. So let's get back over here to refresh and see what we got. So you can see that, but we need to put all these divs over here, make them flags. But I think this way over here, it's not. We need to add a div that contains those. So let's copy these and paste them inside. Over here, I'm gonna just delete these. Let's add some spacing. And over here for this div, let's add a class and let's make it flags. Okay, so let's see if it's gonna be working or not. Perfect, so now it's working. So now what we need to do is to add that dimensions that we set over here, the 20, 50, 15, 15. Alright, so for the first one, class, let's give it a call dash 20. Second one, class call dash 50, because the title takes a big portion of that canvas. So for the third one, class, let's give it a call dash. What about giving this one the button? Let's give it 10. And for the last class, let's give it call dash 20. So 20, 20, 10, 50 plus 50, 100. I think well compute. So let's see if we got all these. So we had 20, 10, 50. Yeah, I think we're fine. Okay, so let's go over here, do refresh. Perfect. So as you can see, it's well set. Also, we can add, for example, to this title, we can add MA to just see it in the center. Or you know what? You can do this. Add a P over here. You can just remove this title and let's add a P. Close it over here. Just remove that. Okay, and inside it, let's put, for example, a title for me. So Blender 2.8 create photorealistic environment. So let's paste it over here. So for the price, we can also put it on the center. Just copy this one, make a P, put it like that, and we can add center over here to put it on the center. Perfect. So now I think we're all set. We can also add we got some border over here. You can see this nice border. So let's add that. We must add it to this div. So BR border radius. No, just border. We can add it over here. Border style. Let's make it solid. And also for the border style, let's get down like this. Color. Let's see if we got that. Yes, we got it. Let's make it red, just to see. But also we must add, yes, we must add the dimensions. So border width, I think. Yes, border width. Let's give it just 1 pixel. Save. Let's do refresh. Yeah, I think it looks like this one, but for the color, let's just make it gray instead of, let me check over here this color. This one, border color, yeah, we got it. E1, E1, E1. Okay, let's do that. For the color over here, let's make it E1, E1, E1. And let's not forget the hashtag on the front, like this. Okay, so let's do refresh. It's looking like our example. So now let's add the image. Just remove this one, get down, EMG. And for the source, we're going to be taking it from our library. So let me get back over here. Where is it? Let's start with this one over here. Copy URL. And let's get back over here, paste it in the source. So basically, you must be able to see it over here. Perfect. Also, I'd like to add these border radius. So you can add border radius. This one, 2.5. Let's do refresh. Yep, it's working, but it's not applied to the image. So let's apply to the image. Let's add a class over here, just for the image. And let's add the border radius 0.5. Do refresh. Perfect, we got it. Alright, also for these titles, let's add the MA to put them on the center. So where is it? This one over here. Let's add the MA over here, the margin auto. Do refresh. Perfect. Gonna be adding that to everything. So also over here, I would like to apply the font size to this title. So let's do that. Font size, let's add it over here, -25. All right, let's do refresh. Perfect. Now it's working perfect. Also, I'd like to add the padding left, just one, to add some space over here. We got it. Also over here, I would like to add some space. So let's do that. Yeah, let's see too. There is no need to add that class. Just to see it's gonna be fine or not. Yeah, it looks perfect. And basically that's it. So this is our checkout template. So we created all the products. So as you can see, it has a nice modern design. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'm going to be happy to answer them. Also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribing, consider subscribing. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to see you in the coming tutorial. Take care.